All of this comes, of course, in a year when voters are going to have a lot to say about the future of criminal justice in two big ways. One is Prop 34, which would end the death penalty and replace it with life in prison without the possibility of parole. Where do you stand on that?
Absolutely in favor of the death penalty as it's currently established and implemented under California law. There are some offenses that demand the ultimate sentence. And we've got individuals down in Los Angeles, for example, the Grim Sleeper case, which is pending. Cop killers, baby killers, serial killers, they deserve the death penalty. In my county, we only seek the death penalty in 11% of the special circumstance cases. And they are well selected and well deserving of the death penalty.
But in fact, the leading cause of death on death row is old age. I mean, we're not executing
because we have a failed system that doesn't process the appeals in an efficient, a timely manner. It's a system that's been aggravated by the Rosebird Court and their result-oriented thinking in terms of reversing the death penalties,
that was
and
30 years ago.
other courts that just don't like the death penalty. And quite frankly, they're outlaws. The law is clear, it works, it's fair, it's constitutional, and it's appropriate for certain individuals, and jurors should be given the opportunity to make that decision.
George Gascon, I know when you ran for DA, you, I believe, pledged you would not seek the death penalty. Is that correct?
That's
Why?
correct.
Why?
Well, I'm against the death penalty. First of all, I believe that, again, you have to do comparisons. I think it's hard to do things in a vacuum. If you compare places where, here in the U.S., where death penalty is not a choice, it's not available, versus places where there is no distinguishable difference in crime. On the other hand, the reality is that occasionally we make a mistake. And when you're talking about taking someone's life, making a mistake is irreversible. If you look at how many people throughout this nation have been wrongfully convicted for a variety of reasons, if those people are executed, there is no fixing of that. So I have a problem there. I also have a problem because I believe that the way that death penalty has been implemented, it often has a very, very negative impact in communities that generally cannot afford the level of defense and the level of protection that other communities may have. And then finally, when you look at the financial piece, and you look at how much money we're spending on the death penalty and what could be different if that money was reinvested into policing and in other services to make us safer, I believe that really, when you look at all those things, I just can't imagine that the death penalty is the right tool for us any longer.